Hey, what's up, Barry Bornstein? Hope all is well. We're doing another live stream brand showcase of one of my clients who is a therapist out in Idaho. And today we're going to go through sort of how we've created this brand from scratch. She does have a brick and mortar practice, and she's trying to take her practice back online. And so based on some of the feedback and all the strategy calls that we've did with her, we developed a brand called Onpoint 365. And I'm going to sort of walk you through the process of what we did with her, so you have a better understanding of how the branding process works here underneath the Unique Designz roof. So let me share screen real quick, and we'll kind of walk you through the steps. So let me go here. And so first and foremost, what we do is we actually have the client fill out a client profile. What we want to know is everything that revolves around her brand or the client's brand. So we ask very pertinent questions. What does your company do? Please describe your company in 3 to 5 words. In this case, we're talking about pornography addiction counseling. Okay, so we go through a list and series of questions to sort of get the overall look and feel of where the client is coming from. And then this gets uploaded into a folder inside of the client's account. And then from there, we begin to build out the brand. We start our strategy sessions, and then we really move into the design and implementation phase once we get the clarity, the positioning, the strategy all correct. So what we did was we created we went with the logo design first and foremost. We wanted to get that established. And so let me show you some of the concepts that we were playing with prior to getting to the final look and feel of the brand. So this was a concept that we played around with. This was a concept that we played around with, right? We wanted to play around with this arrow here. Here was another concept. And then what we finally did was we created Onpoint 365. Super, super clean. Nice little abstract arrow here with the O. And it's just a very clean and bold logo that is really going to stand out on a lot of the brand collateral that we're going to create in the future. So after the website, the logo design, we can get into the website design. And so we are still currently working on the website design, but I can show you some of the sneak peeks here. And I'm actually going to go over some of the edits that we are currently going to be doing for the client over the next couple of days so we can get this into development and really get it launched at the end of the day. Let me see if I could get this a little bigger for you. Let me see. There we go. All right. So it's always important to get feedback, not only from your existing clients, but from your potential market. You'll see me on Instagram a lot. I always am asking clients or feedback. I shouldn't say clients, but clients as well as audience members. What do you think? What does this make you feel? Right? And then taking that into consideration, considering the source from each feedback and saying, okay, this is where we're going to move. This is what we're going to discard, and we're going to get to where we want to be a lot faster. So as you can see, this is the logo that's presented on the website design. So what we have figured out at this point was that the copywriting on the website design isn't resonating with the target audience. So we need to refine it. So when the client went back to her, some of her patients and said, give me some feedback on the website, they gave her some great feedback that we're going to implement immediately. So the one thing here is the headline isn't really targeted. What's the word? It's not targeted sharp enough for the porn addiction industry. So what we're going to do is another on-the-go therapy approach to help you resolve your porn addiction, right? Something that's more beneficial, outcome-oriented, and straight to the point. And then book a consult now. So you always want to call to action, obviously, above the fold, because you want them to take action one way or another. Then what happens is they can get on a email list, because we want to always begin to generate leads, create that list, create that database. That's one piece of brand, that's one piece of marketing that is yours, that you own, and you don't have to pay for it. So we always want to figure out what are some great ways to capture email lists, capture emails, get them on your list, and help forward the relationship between your brand and the potential customer. Okay, so this is just one. We're going to have a lot of other ways as we continue to build out this brand to capture leads, provide value, with some toolkits or resource guides or blog posts or podcast episodes to really help, again, build that relationship. So as we scroll down the site, we're always on point. And so one of the things that we've gotten great feedback on is these ropes and these images aren't cutting the mustard. So what we decided to do from a design standpoint is I wanted an image here that connected with this headline, always on point. So what I'm going to do is take this O in on point and this big arrow, and I'm going to create a very, very cool design out of it in this section here. And it's going to connect with this one-liner, this headline right away. And then as we scroll down, we talk about Linda, and there's a quick little intro video here about Linda and why she does what she does. Again, branding's all about feeling. It's all about why you do what you do. And people will connect with the why before the what and the how. So you want to make sure that you have that present on your website, because people are going to resonate with Linda first, and then they're going to want to get into what exactly she does and how she does it. The programs will be listed here with call to actions, either learn more or book a consult. What we really want the visitor to do is book a consult with Linda, because once Linda gets on the phone with them, they're on their way to results. And so this will be a nice layout of where the programs will be sort of presented. Okay. And right now we're actually deciding, do we take this section and bring it up a little bit? So we sort of jockey around the sections a little bit. We're playing around with that, but right now I'm confident, and I'm saying to her that the sections are in the right spots. They are in the right spots. And the good news is we can always test it and switch things around later on to see what resonates. So as you scroll down, we have the client testimonials here. What I think I might do is take these testimonials and bring them up or in between. Maybe some of them, break them up and put them in between the programs. I haven't thought about that yet, but right now we're going to leave this where it is and actually make this text a little bit larger. Okay, and then you can obviously scroll by hitting the button here. You can scroll through the different sections, the different testimonials. And then we have our blog section here where we'll have the latest 3 blogs always present. And then we'll have a contact page. So notice how I used imagery of the client, because it is her practice, throughout the page, because I want people to really connect with her, because she's the one that they're really buying. All right. So that is a quick preview of what the website design is going to look like. And again, we're going to finesse the copy out to make it more resonating with the visitor, with the potential visitor. All right, so that's the website design. Then we got into some Facebook covers, which I'm going to show you. So Linda will be having a private Facebook group that will, again, help nurture the relationship between her and her community. And so we created some really nice Facebook timeline covers to help her sort of brand herself on social media. So here's one option. See, I know I have a couple here. Here is another option. And here's some other, and there's another option here. So those are some Facebook timeline covers. Yeah. And then we did some promo templates. So some of the templates on social media, specifically Instagram, I like this one the best. You know, this one has all of her, social media handles. This one here is just pretty much branded with her logo, right? Just a very clean design. She can get out there. Not a big fan of this one here. We're going to play around with this one. And then here's another one here. So what we can do is we can now use this as a template, take this logo, drop it down here real small, and then we could use this space for possibly quotes, tips, things like that. So these images are very, very versatile. Same thing with LinkedIn. We have some LinkedIn cover images. We want to make sure that they look super clean. And another one here. And so there you have it. So I got some questions here on the live stream that I want to address. So Paul says here, sounds interesting, but a tough sell, kind of like selling insurance. Definitely need great copy. Absolutely, Paul. I totally agree with that. Great images. Do you encourage her to do YouTube videos? Clean layout. Yes, absolutely. As far as YouTube goes, Paul, I am a firm believer that YouTube is going to be a huge push for her and a huge way to get visitors to connect with her. The great thing about this client is she's extremely articulate and she has a great video presence and she really knows how to communicate in a very inviting way. And so these are all strong points of the client that will definitely help her, create this brand experience for her audience. And so what we wanted to do and what she hired us to do is to create this identity, to create this voice for her, with her, so that a great service goes along with a great brand identity. Because that's the biggest thing that I see nowadays is coaches, consultants, small businesses, they have great services, they have great products, yet when you see them online, you would never know because their look and feel is either outdated, it looks amateur, and it's just not fitting. It's not fitting the quality of service that they actually deliver. I see this a lot in service businesses too, like plumbers, general contractors. They may do fantastic work, but if I see their logo and their logo looks like it's from 1987, I'm going to question the quality. And that's what's going on. And I'll be honest with you, 2018 and 17 and beyond, there's really no excuse for it. And number two, people aren't going to be as, what's the word? I can't think of the word right now, but there's too many options. There's just way too many options. So if you can't show up with quality and really have a presence that stands out, you're going to get left behind. I guess the word that I'm looking for is nowadays people aren't going to be as friendly as they were, back then. They're not going to have as much patience with brands that just aren't pulling their weight or showing up with their best foot forward. So that's my biggest goal for 2018 and beyond, is to help clients really position themselves in the market the right way so they get noticed, they get the attention, they get the engagement, and they're really showing up, with their best foot forward at the end of the day. So there you have it, guys. Another quick brand showcase live stream. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got some value out of it. I'll be doing this many more times with the brands that we are working with. Definitely more critical public. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. If they're not gonna hold back, like they used to. And so we want to make sure that we're coming out with a bang, and we're showing up and we're being consistent throughout, not only with our messaging, but with our identity, with our customer experience. Because at the end of the day, the quality of your brand will determine the quality of your clients. That's it. The quality of your brand will determine the quality of your clients. You hear me say that all the time, but I'm a firm believer of that. And that has helped me really attract the high net worth clients that I work with currently. So anyway, guys, have an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you on the next brand showcase. Talk soon, guys.